Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm 10 minutes late today. I do apologize for that. I was literally about to go live on the stream and my computer decided to absolutely reset itself. So we may have had a technical difficulty, but we've got it sorted. And now we're here. It is now Thursday morning. How are we all doing? Sam here, United People's TV. You know where you are. Thank you very much for all joining in. Thank you very much for waiting patiently for me to start. But it should be quite a nice show this morning. Man United's 2-2 draw against Brentford last night. Definitely the best game of the preseason. Definitely the best goals of the preseason. My God, ridiculous goals. We'll run through all of that. We'll run through Solskjaer confirming that Manchester United are not done in this summer's transfer window. That's exactly what we wanted to hear because all of us want to sign a midfielder. It's so important we do that. I'm going to run through all of those comments. Also, Solskjaer spoke about Varane for the first time. That was exciting. We'll run through those comments. Speaking about Elanga, about Pereira, about Rashford and his injury, about Tuanzebe and his loan spell. Raphael and Fabio have been talking about the Glazers. There's loads to run through this morning. So make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure you leave your comments and you let me know where you're watching from. And also, I saw this before we started, but Mo, big up to you for joining the squad before the stream even started. Now, that is the commitment we need here. We need that. And I'll tell you something else that could happen as we're live on stream today. This could be very, very fun. Look at that, Raph. I'm speaking about that in a bit, but this made me smile yesterday, that picture between Pogba and Varane on their FaceTime. But look, we are 70 subscribers away from 200,000. Can we do that on the live stream today? We might be able to, and that will be a cool celebration for us to do. We had Fabrizio Romano joining the live stream earlier this week and giving a here we go. That was a big moment. Can we make it another big moment by getting this to 200,000 subscribers whilst on the live stream? If you're new and you enjoy the content, please stick around. Please subscribe. It's free. Get involved. And there's nearly 200,000 of us here. And there's loads on Facebook as well. There's so many people watching. Look, as you can see, we've got Graham watching from Belfast. How are we doing? We've got Jadon watching from Nigeria. How you doing? We've got Christian on Facebook watching from Denmark. Gentle watching from Nigeria. Divyam watching from India. Good morning to every single one of you. But let's see if we can get that to 200,000 before the stream ends. I'll keep going back to it. That could be exciting. But what is exciting is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer confirming what we want to see. And that is that Manchester United are not done yet in the summer transfer window. Obviously, if you're here on thepeoplesperson.com, you would have seen this morning, written by Red Billy, as always. This is what Solskjaer said. He said, I'm hopeful that there might be a little bit more business done by us before the summer window closes. While I'm also mindful that a lot of our squad members underwent great development on loan last term. And this is something I've said. This is something that we've all said, really. Manchester United still have a lot to do in this summer transfer window. Look here, we've got the list of the players we've been linked with there. Eduardo Camavinga, Saul Niguez, Declan Rice, Ruben Neves. They've all been linked with a move to Manchester United. And we have had a great discussion yesterday, didn't we? We did our tier list where we looked at all the signings that we could make in midfield. We looked at Declan Rice. We looked at Eduardo Camavinga, Ruben Neves, Wilfred Ndidi. We looked at Saul Niguez. We looked at Leon Goretzka. We even looked at Dennis Zakaria because his name has cropped up so many times in the comments that I threw him in there. And we chose Wilfred Ndidi and Ruben Neves as the top two targets. As you can see, Wilfred Ndidi smiling on the thumbnail for this photo. We haven't particularly been linked with a move for Wilfred Ndidi just yet. But that's not to say that we can't move for him, but he would certainly be, if we're looking at prices, he would be far more expensive than someone like Ruben Neves, far more expensive than someone like Eduardo Camavinga. I'd probably argue that you could get both of them for the price that you would pay for Wilfred Ndidi. Got Washington with a comment. How you doing, Washington? Thank you very much for joining in, my friend. Said, shout out, Sam. Loving the lives, bruv. Watching from Kwafema in South Africa. I'll get you added onto the map after the stream, my friend. Don't worry about that. I feel like I'm going to the stream a little bit too much. Look, Abby, how you doing? Member of the family. Saying, hey, Sam, what's up? Joining in the middle of the work. Never want to miss these. Hey, work is overrated anyway, isn't it? Completely overrated. But it's exciting to hear that from Solskjaer. He's a man who normally sort of keeps his cards close to his chest. He's very Fergie in how he presents himself to the press, and you can understand exactly why. He learned how to be a manager. He learned how to be a player, really, under Alex Ferguson. So I'm not surprised he acts like Fergie in front of the cameras as well. But just to hear him saying, look, the transfer business is not done yet. And as I said, look, if we're looking at everything in a football manager situation, say we're playing FIFA career mode, and we're looking at all the things that Manchester United still need to do this summer, and we managed to get them all done. We're looking at signing a holding midfielder. We're looking at sorting out a future of Paul Pogba. We're looking at sorting out the future of David De Gea. We're looking at sorting out hopefully Jesse Lingard leaving, hopefully Andreas Pereira leaving. So that's 2 players leaving permanently. You're then sorting out probably loan spells for Ted and Mengi, Axel Tuanzebe, maybe hopefully getting rid of Phil Jones too, maybe Diogo Dalot, a loan spell for him. There are so many things that still kind of need to happen for Manchester United this summer for it to be a complete summer. That it's going to be busy. It's going to be, look, there's another one there. Daniel, a Pellistri loan. There's so many things that still have to happen. It's amazing. We've got Mushtaik saying, how do I upgrade my membership from squad member? Just loving this update. We need that CDM. I'm not actually sure, my friend. I'll have to look into that for you. Maybe it's a case, can you cancel and then go in as a different one? I'm not sure. You can check, or I can check for you. And I'll maybe, if you go onto the Discord server, the link, I'll put the link in the description. Honestly, actually, one sec. I need to get it up there. Everybody, I would very much encourage you to all join in the Discord server. It's free. There's literally thousands of us on there. We chat every single day about Manchester United, about the news, about all the stories, about everything that is happening and going on. So I would recommend joining in. Let me quickly get the link for you, my friend, and for everyone else, and leave it in the comments here. Where is it? So what happens when you have to restart your computer? All your stuff gets closed. There it is there. 1 second. Right. So I'll put this link in the description. Here. There you go. Join that Discord there. And Mushtaik, if you drop me a DM, I'll sort it out with you, my friend. But for everybody else, all get involved. It's really good fun. We've got Hafi saying United for life, watching from Singapore. Good morning to you, my friend. But let's... I suppose we've already talked about that in a set. Like, as I've really sort of explained, and right there, Manchester United have so much more to do. We put ourselves in a privileged position now as a football club, which is what we should do as a club of our size and our stature. We should get our deals done early and we should move on. We should get the signings in first and then focus on sales. And that's what we're doing. But there's just so much to do that it's very unlikely that we're going to be doing it all in the same transfer window. So who are you going to prioritize? For me, the priority absolutely is selling Jesse Lingard and selling Andreas Pereira. I've got a comment here from, where is it? I just saw it there from JC. Hi, Sam. We should still sell Pereira. His performance should be used to increase his sale value. That's exactly why he played. And that's exactly, I'll be honest, like that goal he scored yesterday, my word, what a hit that was from Andreas Pereira, or preseason Pirlo, as he's more commonly known before the season starts. An absolutely unbelievable hit from that lad. Seriously, Paul's goals against Aston Villa. And any shot that hits the crossbar and goes in is about 10 times sexier, just immediately. I love it. I love it when shots hit the woodwork and go in. It just adds something. It just adds something. Got Sinner game here. You're sounding pretty confident in the comments there, my friend, that Pogba will leave. So sorry. Look, may as well pull this up now. If we can get, so this is Rafael Varan on FaceTime yesterday with Paul Pogba. If we can get a happy Varane, which we do have, and a happy Paul Pogba, I mean, we might not win the treble. I might have got excited. I might have got excited on Twitter yesterday. But a happy Paul Pogba is one of the best players in the world. The player that I want of my team. Because if Paul Pogba wants to play for Manchester United, and I've said this to you before, Man United, how we're acting in this summer's transfer window is going to be playing a huge role in what Paul Pogba is thinking now. He's thinking, okay, they've now gone out and signed Rafael Varan. They've gone out and signed Jadon Sancho. They've shown the sort of ambition that I have. Do I really want to leave at this point? He's definitely going to be reconsidering his future because of how good Manchester United have acted in this summer's transfer window. If we hadn't have acted like that, I don't think there'd be any chance of Paul Pogba staying. And as I said before, I don't want to beg Paul Pogba to stay. We should never beg any player to stay. But if he's happy at the club, I want him at the club. That's my own opinion on him. That's what I think anyway. Let's head over to the counter and see where we're at See if anyone's joined in so far. Oh, look at that. We're up to 41. 10 have joined. So we're less than 60 away from the big 200K. I'll tell you what, I might do a giveaway. I've already given that away. I've got a nice giveaway surprise. If we can get to 200K on this stream, I've got a nice giveaway surprise I can show you before the end of this stream. So if you want to be involved, get involved. If you're on Facebook, head to youtube.com/United People's TV and subscribe to the channel. We're less than, well, we are 60 away. It's going to be exciting. But let's speak about Rafael Varan. That's the man of the moment. That's who Solskjaer was talking about yesterday for the first time out in public anyway. This is what he said. He said, of course, I'll zoom in now so you can read this with me. Of course, I'm very happy that we've managed to get the deal done with Real Madrid. He's a proven winner and a player we followed for many, many years. I know Sir Alex was very, very close to signing him. And this time around, we've got him at the other end of his career. He's proved his whole career what a good person he is, first of all. He's a professional and he's won all there is to win. And I think that's a very important point there that Solskjaer has made. And it's a very important thing that kind of represents every single signing that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has made so far. You've got Harry Maguire, you've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, you've got all these players that Solskjaer has brought in. He's brought them in not only because they're good players and they fit what Manchester United need, but he's doing it. Back in the early days of Solskjaer as United manager, he was a man who unfortunately sort of spoken a lot of cliches because they were true. A cliche exists because it's happened so many times. It just, when you hear a manager speaking like it, that's where people were slapping him as with the PE teacher tag. But United needed that cultural reset, and we need the right sort of characters in the dressing room. Alexis Sanchez is a perfect example of the complete opposite sort of character that we needed in that dressing room. Somebody who should have joined City if he was ambitious, but only came to United for the pay packet. Never cared about United, never cared about the shirt that he was wearing. And that sort of bad mindset and mentality went through our dressing room. Player by player and piece by piece, Solskjaer has been responsible for the turnaround in that. And Rafael Varan, if you saw Real Madrid's statement where he left the club, Real Madrid actually said, look, thank you for being so professional the last 10 years. And as we've seen this whole summer, Fabrizio Romano always maintained that Rafael Varan he was going to be respectful towards Real Madrid. He's got a wife, he's got 2 kids. He spent 10 years at one club and he's only 28. That's a big reason why Varane is such a good signing, because he's a role model on and off the pitch, and he's going to help a lot of kids come further up. Bad choice of words. He's going to help a lot of kids improve at Manchester United and understand what it takes to be that sort of role model in football, and that's a big thing. Got T-Roy saying, Sam, is there any truth in Moyes interested in Jones? Hey, come on, David, if you want to do us a favour, please take him. What I've actually seen is it looks like Newcastle are kind of leading the race for him at this particular moment in time, but I'm not really sure whether or not that means he's going to be leaving. I hope it does. I really, really hope it does. I tell you what, ladies and gents, I think we might hit it on this one. We're down to 40 now. Keep going, everybody. We're only 40 away. That's going to be a nice little Thursday celebration. Get that sweet 200K up. 200K. Geez, I've done this all on my own. I never thought we'd get to 200K. It's great fun. Hey, Mushtaik, you must have realized how to do it, my friend. Well done and big up to you. Anybody else, if you want to join and get involved, it's the best way that you can support and help the channel grow. There's a little join button on the YouTube. If you're watching, hit that button. It's less than the price of a pint. And any money I do get from there is going to go back into the channel. It's why I'm bringing a video editor on straight away a few days after launching the squad memberships. It's going to be great. We're going to make it bigger and better, and we're going to do it together. And if you're watching on Facebook, there's a little link in the description of this video, and there's also a video pinned to the page. Click support now on there. Again, less than the price of a pint, and it really helps. If you drop a like on the video too, leave a comment, leave a super chat, do whatever you can just to get involved and to help. But Rafael Varan, man, it's very, very exciting to see what Manchester United are going to be doing. Look, no member option in the poll. I'm sorry, but I don't know how YouTube works around the world, but you're here, Damo, so that's all that matters, my friend. So keep watching. So Varane, I'm excited. Varane, he's excited. Look at a big smile. Look at a smile on his face. He's buzzing. He's buzzing. He can't wait for it. He's won everything he could win at Real Madrid, and I think he's excited to hopefully do that at Manchester United. We've got Mahmoud saying, "Hey Sam, would you take Basuma at Manchester United?" I absolutely would, and it's kind of reached that point in time. I've said this before, where I'm glad I'm not in charge of who we sign in that holding midfield position, because I look at everybody and I say, Basuma, yeah, good, indeed, yeah, he'd do a job. Yeah, Neves, he'd do a job. I basically look at every single central midfielder now and think they do a job at United, and they probably would do a job, but I don't know who suits it best, and it actually, I think it does depend on what happens with Paul Pogba. Sushant, how you doing, my friend? You've joined. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the squad. Thank you very much for getting involved. But let's head back to the news here and see what else Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had to say after, because there's a lot of talking points that came out from that game against Brentford last night. First of all, Anthony Elanga, absolutely outstanding volley. 2 goals from him in 2 games, 1 against QPR, 1 against Brentford. And there's something I want to show here, which is really, really important, actually, because Anthony Elanga is the latest, I suppose, academy prospect that's come through, that's broken through. We've had Rashford, we've had Greenwood, and this is really important to understand, in my opinion, because Anthony Elanga has been fantastic. Look what Anthony Elanga was doing this summer. During the preseason, when everybody was having a rest, Anthony Elanga was there putting the hard work in the gym. New studio record, 60-inch box jump. He's there lifting big weights, getting strong, taking advantage. And that is exactly what I'm saying right there. That's what I tweeted last night. Success is when preparation meets opportunity. The opportunity was there for Anthony Elanga this summer because Martial's not there at the moment. Rashford's out at the moment. The opportunity was there for him to get plenty of game time, and he's taken advantage of that opportunity. And that is why that's why I'm so impressed with what he has done. Looks like we've got a couple more members here, so we've got to do some shout-outs. Dean Harris, how you doing, my friend? Thank you very much for joining up. Nice to have you involved. And we've got Gonzalo. That's a wicked name. Gonzalo Oblitas Rosso. That's a wicked name. Thank you very much for joining up, my friend. Hey, look, we've got the real Clammy watching from Vietnam. Good morning to you. Let's see who else has joined in. Elanga. I'm really happy to see how good he's looking. What happens to Bailly now, loan or stay? My opinion, I think Eric Bailly is not going to be going anywhere. I think Eric Bailly is going to be staying, and I think, well, he's just signed a new contract, doesn't he? So I'll be kind of very surprised if he does leave. And I don't really think United can actually afford to let Bailly leave, in my own opinion, anyway. Got Kieran saying, "Hi Sam, love watching your show all the way from Joburg, South Africa. Honoured to be involved. Honoured to have you here, my friend. And I would love to come to Joburg at some point. I genuinely would. Andrew Giggs, Ruben Neves next. You know what I think about Ruben Neves, and I would love it if Ruben Neves is next, as Kevin Keegan would say. But Solskjaer's got some big decisions to make on his hand. So if we're speaking about Elanga, right? You let me know now in the comments. What would you do if you were Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? What would you do with Anthony Elanga this season? Would you loan him out to a Premier League club? Would you loan him out to a Championship club? Would you keep him at Manchester United? What do you think would be the best thing for both for Manchester United as a club and for Anthony Elanga as an individual, as a player of his age? I think he's 18, just coming through. What's going to help him develop the most this season? Is it staying at United or is it going out on loan? Let me see what you think in the comments, and I'll read a few of them out. But it's not only with Anthony Elanga who's got to make decisions. Marcus Rashford, he's speaking about Rashford's surgery, saying, look, first with Marcus, we'll make a decision in the next few days. When we check him up again, we'll see what's best for him and what's best for the club. That has to be considered. I'll be completely honest. I think that Rashford should be having surgery. Rashford needs surgery. It's simple as that. He needed surgery all last year. He didn't get it. Just get him under the knife. Let him have that surgery. Let him help him, man. He needs it. Victor, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you this morning. Just join what's happening. We're talking about Anthony Elanga and whether all of you think he should go on loan or whether he should stay at the club. I'm going to read a few of your comments out here now. Got Abby saying loan Elanga and Pellistri. Robert, you disagree. You're saying keep Elanga. Abuchi, you're saying keep him as well. Adesso, you watch on YouTube. Adiso, sorry, you watch on YouTube. You're saying keep him. Abby, you're saying loan him out to Premier League clubs. Keep him as a backup for Cavani, says Tavish. I mean, he plays on the left wing, the right wing, the centre. He doesn't really have a set position so far in this preseason. Carl saying keep him at the club. Thomas saying keep him. Keep. Loan to Brighton, says Amwaj. I'll tell you what, there's plenty of you. There's loads of comments coming in. In my own opinion, I think Anthony Elanga should be staying. I think with the fact that we've got Marcus Rashford going out for 3 months, that it all depends really on what happens with Rashford. And I don't want to see Rashford just ignore the niggles that are going on in his body and Manchester United to ignore the niggles because it's irresponsible. I think Solskjaer was quite irresponsible with Rashford quite a lot last season. Overplayed, overused, burnout. That's why he didn't feature for England at the Euros at all and then still was asked to take a penalty in the final, which was absolutely ridiculous. I think it's irresponsible for United to ignore the problems that Rashford has. Give him the time off. And by doing that, you're going to help Rashford become a bigger and better player in the course of his career. If you don't let him recover, he's just going to keep getting niggles. And that's not going to help him or United. And therefore, because of that, I don't think there's any chance Martial leaves this summer. And also because of that, I would definitely keep Elanga. Elanga has shown, as I said, I'll pull up that picture again. He has shown that he is ready to take that opportunity that has been given to him. Not everyone does that. And it's a mentality. It really is a mentality thing. And Anthony Elanga has shown through the hard work he's put in, the graft he's put in the gym, that when that opportunity came to him this summer, this preseason, he was there to take advantage of it. And that is so crucial in the mentality of understanding a youngster and whether or not they're ready for the first team. Got a comment here from Surab. How you doing, my friend? Saying, if Pogba leaves, would it be this late? Would it be this late or in January? We need to backfill the positions. Our midfield will decide which way our season goes. What do I think? I think we've still got, 4 or 5 weeks left in the transfer window. I still think there is plenty of time for Paul Pogba to be leaving the club if that is what the club plans to do. But the club has to plan it properly. And I think that's what they're doing. And for me, I think that's probably why it was easier for Manchester United. I said this in the stream before. I think it was easier for United to make a right wing signing in Jadon Sancho and a centre-back signing in Rafael Varan because it didn't really rely on other players leaving or coming or you don't really know. It was kind of like an individual thing on its own. It didn't really get affected by player sales or anything like that. Whereas someone like midfield, I think the right midfielder depends on what happens with Paul Pogba this summer. And there's just been a huge question mark around that so that United have got the other two things done first. And now this is the one that's going to drag out a few weeks, in my own opinion. Let's see what happens with that. But it all depends, I think, in terms of what happens with Paul Pogba to what midfielder we sign. Because maybe if we sell Paul Pogba, someone like Saul Niguez would suit it a lot more. I don't know. I'll tell you what, ladies and gents, we're getting close. This is definitely going to happen on the live stream. We are 26 short of the big 200K. So make sure if you're new here and you're watching, welcome aboard. This is United People's TV. I'm Sam. I'm here live Monday to Friday, 9:30 every morning. And also going to be loads more videos throughout the season. So you definitely want to stick around. It's going to get exciting. And there's also going to be a giveaway that I'm going to show at 200K, which I didn't think I was going to do. But if you reach 200K, you got to do a giveaway, don't you? Anyway, let's head on to the next story. And this is so as many conversations and talking points as we've got in attack with Rashford, with Ahmad, whether he goes on loan or not, with Elanga back in the centre-back department, Jones and Tuanzebe. For me, it's quite straightforward what Manchester United would like to do with Jones and Tuanzebe, but I don't know what will happen. Solskjaer has said that Phil Jones is going to return to training this weekend, which Phil Jones, man. And it's not that I'm being, I kind of got questioned about this yesterday on Twitter. It's not that I'm being like mega unfair and rude on Phil Jones, but come on, man. Just leave. That's all. That's all. It's not his fault he's got loads of injuries. Cool, but stop getting in the way of my club doing things. Simple as that. And this is what Solskjaer said about Tuanzebe and whether or not he should go on loan. You let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Again, now, should Axel Tuanzebe leave on loan or should he stay at the club next year? This is what Solskjaer had to say. Of course, with Raphael coming in, I can see Axel going out on loan because I have Varane, Maguire, Lindelof, and Bailly, and Phil Jones is coming back in. Oh, God. And then Solskjaer went into a little bit more depth on Phil Jones. He said he is due to start training over the weekend when we've got everyone in on Monday, which is a big plus for him. I've had similar troubles in my career. He's such a professional, a good lad, and it's great to see him ready to train again. And hopefully he can first of all train with us and then get some game time soon. If he can play with the under-23s or we can arrange something behind closed doors, blah, 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 He's always served the club, but it was his time for him to look after himself and his own health. But now he's ready to train with us. And look, man, Phil Jones has been here for what, a decade now? A decade. It was the same. I think it was the same year that Rafael Varan joined Real Madrid that we signed Phil Jones from Blackburn. In that 10 years, Rafael Varan has gone on to win 4 Champions Leagues, 3 La Liga titles, 1 World Cup, 3. He's won 18 trophies, I think, in his time at Real Madrid, in the same time that Phil Jones has spent the majority of his career on the injury table. And it's not his fault. I know it's not his fault, but United need to move the fuck on. Don't be speaking about Phil Jones coming back and he's a good lad. I'm sure he's a good lad, but I don't care. Move on. Move on. Anuj, how you doing, my friend? Good morning, Sam. Just joined. I was on a hike. Oh, very nice. Please update me about everything you've talked about. We had a discussion about the fact that more signings are coming. Solskjaer wants more signings. We've spoken about Anthony Elanga. We've spoken about pre-season Pirlo and how good that free kick was. Not free kick, that goal was yesterday. Absolutely insane finish it was from Andreas Pereira. I can't actually reiterate that enough, just how impressive that finish was against Brentford yesterday. It was a strike from the gods. Crossbar and in. Mega, mega, mega. Jermaine here saying, look, Ole does make some shocking comments sometimes. I know what he's doing here. I know he's trying to protect players. I know that. And that's the sort of manager he is. And I won't begrudge Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for it. But it's different with Phil Jones, man. Phil Jones has been here for so long. It's just, it shouldn't be the case anymore that we're even having a discussion about Phil Jones having a future at the club. What we need to do is get rid of him. And the reason we can't get rid of him is because we gave him too big a contract. That's our own fault. But don't be speaking about Phil Jones having, I know, if you can get game time, we can come back in the team. No, man. No. That's just insane. And I know what he's doing. He's protecting his players. But don't mother the wrong players, Ollie. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong, man. And we just need to move on. You need to move on. I know what he's doing. As I said, he's protecting his players. It's what he will always do. But don't protect Phil Jones. Not in that sense. I mean, protect him, but geez, don't talk about him playing. My God. Just get him a move away. Something that I really enjoyed seeing this morning, and someone I absolutely loved as a Manchester United player, and that was Raphael. I thought when Raphael was sold, it was ridiculous that he was sold that early. I think that was Louis van Gaal when he got rid of, like, I think he got rid of Raphael. He got rid of Hernandez really quickly too. There were some players that he really got rid of that he should not have got rid of. But Rafa and Fabio did an interview with The Athletic this morning, and it's a cracking read. If you're not a subscriber to The Athletic, I'm not sponsored by them at all. I would genuinely recommend it. There's some lovely stuff that's on there. But Rafa and Fabio were asked about the Glazers. And you know what I feel about the Glazers. You know what all of us feel about the Glazers. And I just liked what he said about it. So when he was questioned, he said, look, it's sad to see. It's not good for United, that's for sure. I can understand all the supporters, though. And this is kind of where I disagree with Rafa a little bit. He said, everyone has the right to protest. But what I will say is you cannot protest in a way that penalises the team. That's what I don't agree with. You have to protest. That's no problem for me. But United could have been penalised for that Liverpool game because they could not play. I can say again, though, that I understand every supporter who speaks out about this. And I don't understand why the Glazers have not said anything to the supporters for many years. They should have said something. They should have given interviews. I really don't understand this. I mean, he's absolutely spot on there. Completely spot on there. And I miss him. I miss that mad little guy. I really do. Everyone has a go at him. I think it was Bayern Munich where he got the red card for 2 yellows. And then I think we went out to Iron Robin with the volley. Was that game? I might be mixing games up. I think it was. I loved him at right back. He was my favourite right back since Neville up until Wan-Bissaka now. Gave everything for the shirt. Genuinely loved playing for Manchester United. Him and Fabio kind of goes on to say it. He said, look, when we came to Manchester, we were just 2 little boys from Brazil. And we turned into men at Manchester. And that was very much down to the club. So I really liked that interview. So it's worth reading. I just wanted to read that a little bit out there. Andy, how you doing? What about Lindelof? Do you think Lindelof will be happy with the fact that he's only a bench warmer for most of our upcoming games now? Andy, I think Victor Lindelof had an entire season last year to prove to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that he was good enough alongside Harry Maguire to be a starting centre-back for Manchester United. And I don't think he did that. And therefore, I don't really feel that Victor Lindelof can be too upset about the fact that we've gone and signed a new one, because we wouldn't have signed a new one had he had an absolutely outstanding and fantastic season. Would we? And maybe we still would have, but maybe we would have signed a backup to Lindelof if he was that good. He just didn't prove himself, and therefore he can't be too upset the fact we got one. Tell you what, ladies and gents, we are 14 away from the big 200K. If you're new and you're here, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and maybe you can be the fabled 200,000th subscriber. That's exciting, but that's definitely, hopefully, going to happen. Definitely, I'd say definitely going to happen on this live stream. So make sure you hit it, and I've got a lovely giveaway down here that I will reveal at 200K. I don't know how I'm going to give it away, but I'll figure it out. Oh, look, we're up to 90. Oh, baby, this is going to be fun. Let's quickly head back over here and let's see what the next talk. And tell you what, I'll just go down to the comments here for a little bit and see what you're saying. Got NND saying Lindelof was the worst defender for the last 2 seasons. Sell. I don't think that's completely fair on the Lindelof. I think Lindelof, again, like Harry Maguire, is hyper criticized. I think Lindelof is a good defender, a smart defender, but it's just the fact that when you play Lindelof alongside Maguire, you get the worst characteristics of both players combined, and they combust, and it just becomes an absolute shitstorm. And United's defense looks terrible for it. And that's why it just hasn't worked. I think Lindelof is a very good backup for Harry Maguire. I think what we don't have is that partner for Maguire. Well, we do have it now, and that's in Rafael Varan, a very different... I don't know how to describe it, but I'll tell you what, we're going to have to head back here because it's going to happen, baby. We are here. We are 2 away from the big 200K. And I suppose I want to do a little bit of a monologue, really. It's been April 2015 was when I started this channel, and it's come a long, long way since then. And it's come to the 200K. Look at that. Everybody, ladies and gents, you're all involved. You were here to see it. You were part of it. Drop a like on the video. Leave a comment. 200,000 subscribers here on United People's TV. And that's an emotional moment, really. That's awesome that all of you were here to witness for us to do it live on a stream together. And I started this channel myself back in 2015 because I wanted to bring video content that I felt other people weren't doing. I started The People's Person back in 2011 as a little blog that sort of grew into my job. And it allowed me to go into this career, to do these, it gave me the opportunity to do this. And I'm privileged and amazed that it's grown to this size. But thank you very much to every single one of you for joining in and for hitting that 200K. That's a wicked moment that we did that live on stream. I might have to clip that up. Or if somebody fancies clipping that up and sending that to me on Twitter, I'll definitely retweet that. But as with every good 200,000, well, maybe not everybody, I'm going to do a giveaway. I wasn't planning on doing this. I didn't know we were going to hit 200K. So let's do a giveaway together. This is what we're going for. This is exciting. So I was sent this. If you can see what that is, you let me know in the comments what you think that is. But that's a little brand logo. And it's ILG, which stands for I love this game. So Patrice Evers, I don't know, it must be, maybe it was Patrice personally. I'm going to say it's Patrice personally. Sent me, welcome to the I love this game tribe. So we've got a little signed letter there from Patrice. We've got an I love this game hoodie. Now, it might be pink. There's nothing wrong with pink, all right? Or maybe you can just give it as a present for a loved one. But this is a beautiful hoodie. Really nice quality. Really well presented in a lovely box. Look at that. And I'll tell you what, we'll throw this in as well. We're feeling generous. We've also got an I love this game bag. Is that upside down? Yeah, it is. It's upside down. Look at that. I love this game bag. So I've got a hoodie and a bag to give away. What should I do for the giveaway? Let's think about this. Let me think about this. But honestly, thank you every single one of you who have joined in, who have made this happen. We've reached 200K live on the stream together. That's cool, man. We've had two big moments here. We've had two big moments of Fabrizio Romano joining in with a here we go, and then reaching 200K on the live stream. What I will do, right? I will do another giveaway on Discord. So what you all need to do is everybody join this. Join Discord. I've left the link in the description. What I will do after this stream is I'll create a giveaway channel in that Discord server, and all you've got to do is drop a thumbs up on that post. It's the exact same one as last time where we gave away a Discord hoodie, which I've sent to somebody from Bargav on Discord. He won that. He's in India. So I will do a giveaway for this one. Just join the Discord. The link is in the description there. And I'll choose one of you. As I said, there'll be a hashtag giveaway channel right at the top of the server. You go on there. There'll be a picture. Just drop a thumbs up on that picture, and that's you entered into the draw. And I'll do it for a week. But, oh, man, that's wicked. Thank you very much, every single one of you who have all joined, who have all made this channel bigger and better than I ever thought it could be. And I genuinely cannot wait for this season. Last year has been a mad year for all of us, a mad year for me, as you all know. And it's wicked to have this community here together, just to be here talking shit about Manchester United on a daily basis. What a perfect job that is. What an absolutely outstanding job that is. Really, I'm privileged to be able to do it, and you all make this happen for me. So that giveaway there. So letter signed by, look, there you go. There's a little signature there. There's Patrice. There's Patrice looking good there. I'll include that in it. Hoodie, bag, lovely box. Nice giveaway for someone as a thank you for you helping us get to 200,000 live on the stream. Woo! That's wicked. Anyway, let's head back to the stories here, and I'll head back to the comments. You let me know where you're watching from, as always. Look at that. Drew Devil. My missus would love that. Looks like you're going to have to enter the competition, my friend. Maybe you can get some brownie points there. Backed by Patrice Evra. I'll head down to the comments, as I always do. You let me know where you're watching from. You have any questions you want to ask me, we'll speak about it. I've already ran through all the main stories I wanted to speak about this morning. But this is obviously the most important one. The fact that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there is saying Manchester United's transfer business is not done. It's not over yet at Manchester United. That's what we wanted to see. That's what we wanted to hear, because Manchester United, we've got our right winger in Jadon Sancho. We've got our centre-back in Rafael Varan. And it's a 10 out of 11 completed team, but just with a hole in the middle, like a polo. That's what Manchester United are right now. Lovely and minty and tough all on the outside, but just a big gaping hole in the middle. That has to be sorted, and that's why we need a midfield signing, and that's why I'm happy to hear Ole Gunnar Solskjaer saying that Man United are not done. And given that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is normally a man who he says nothing. He's like, I'm not going to speak about players from other clubs. He's very Fergie in how he approaches the media. So for him to say that, I don't know whether he's trying to force something in saying that, but I'm happy to hear him say it. Let me see. I've got Abby. Enjoy work, my friend. Thank you very much for joining in. Let me see if, look, Fame, you want to ask me a question? Leave it in the comments, my friend. Watching from a pub with Chester, fella. Yes. Big up. I hope that's true. I know it's not true. And if it is true at 10:15 in the morning, I've even got more respect for you, fella with a Stella. Got Abraham watching from Norway, Oslo. Mr. Impact watching from Worcester. Spintex. Now, that is a busy place in Accra, Spintex. If it's a Spintex I'm thinking of. Alex A watching from London. We've got Abby watching from India. How you doing, my friend? I love this game since Lanz Herrera. I love this game too, and I love this community. So make sure you head over to that Discord server. Go on there. That's where the giveaway will be. And when I go live tomorrow, I'll give you the direct link to the Discord giveaway. If you head over to Twitter, I'll put it on there too after this stream. It's just I actually didn't plan for us to hit 200k on the stream, so I didn't make the giveaway first. But that's what happens, eh? When you're live, different things happen. But yesterday, I think the most exciting player that we've seen so far during this preseason, I think we can all agree about it, it's Anthony Elanga. Anthony Elanga has pushed himself through, has made himself clearly an option in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's mind that maybe wasn't there before. And I'm really excited to see what happens with Anthony Elanga next season, because he was absolutely outstanding. Outstanding against Brentford. Great goal that he scored. He's been the exciting one so far. He's been the most exciting one, I would say, so far during this preseason. Somebody who's taken his opportunity. And as I said earlier in the stream, try not to repeat myself too much. Look, success is when preparation meets opportunity. Elanga was there ready to take advantage of the fact that Rashford wasn't there this summer for the early parts of preseason. Martial wasn't there. He was there ready to take advantage of it, and he has taken absolute advantage of it. And he's made himself now. In my own opinion, I think he's pushed himself into a squad position next year. Maybe nobody really would have expected that before, but I think that's probably fair to say now that Anthony Elanga, in my opinion anyway, I think it suits him better to stay at Manchester United next season and see what happens after that. That's my own opinion, though. You might disagree with that. Quite a few of you in the comments there. You really do think that Anthony Elanga should be going out on loan for a year. Let me see down to the comments here. Brandon, you're saying Rashford is about to have shoulder surgery. So where is the depth on the left wing coming from? Dan James, hopefully they let Elanga hang out and get a shot. Brandon, I think we're probably going to see Anthony Martial play out on the left quite a bit this year. We've got Cavani and Greenwood should be playing through the middle. We've got Sancho and Diallo should be playing out on the right wing. And I think it should be Martial and Rashford toe-to-toe for the left wing. I think that's what should happen. And I think he can actually play good there. JC saying, hi, Sam. Saw your post on the new seats in Old Trafford. Like to understand what the seats are for. That's a very good question, my friend. Let me pull that up for you here, and then I'll run through it. So if you don't know, Manchester United installed rail seating finally after it was a long time that Man United Supporters Trust and everybody has been campaigning for these rail seats to be installed. What are they for? I mean, if you've ever been to Old Trafford or you've ever been to a football game and you score, it's bedlam. It's mayhem. Your knees end up going like hitting the person in front. You topple down 3 rows. You wake up with bruises in the morning. It's kind of part of the allure. It's part of the excitement of it all. But it can be a little bit dangerous. That's what these rail seats are supposed to do. So they're 1,500 being installed in J-Stand, which actually where my season ticket is. And the reason they are safer. So if you look in here, the rail seats, as you can see, there's a rail that runs in front of them. And the seats can go up flat. If a person wants to sit down, they can sit down. But if a person wants to stand up, they can safely stand up now and have a rail in front of them that's going to stop them toppling on the people in front of them in the row in front. That's why it's safe standing. Because if you don't have those rails there and a goal goes in, half the stand's going to fall down 4 or 5 rows. It's happened to me tons of times, and it happens to everybody. That's why it's safe standing. It's very good to see that finally happening at Old Trafford. It's been needed for a long time. It's been wanted for a long time. And actually, Old Trafford's getting a little bit of lick of paint right now, which, again, has been needed for a goddamn long time. Let me see. There might be some stories coming out here. Nah, that's not true. Nah, this can't be true. Gonna have to speak about this straight away. This can't be true, can it? It's what happens when you go on live stream. You get reactions live. Mino Raiola has offered Paul Pogba to Liverpool. The response from Liverpool was that they made it known that they will not do the deal this summer, but might be interested in doing it in January. This is from Alexis Bernard, who we did follow for news about Varane during the Varane transfer, works for Le 10 Sport, so we can't just rule him out as a complete non-credible journalist because we've used him as a credible source before. Paul Pogba being offered to Liverpool by Raiola. You let me know what you think about that in the comments below, but you know exactly what my comments on that are. Get fucked. Oh, Mino Raiola, man. Christ, he's such a weasel. A big, huge weasel. I hate Mino Raiola. Obviously, the players who he's represented by, they love him because he gets what the players want for them. But he doesn't really help Manchester United or serve Manchester United any purpose. Got Victor him saying Pogba would never go there. Look, I would love to think the fact that Pogba would never go there. But I genuinely can't rule anything out. I can't rule anything out whatsoever. He is such a rat, says Shaz. He's a complete rat, Raiola. But he's the rat that you want representing you as a footballer because he gets what the players want. I don't know whether that's completely true or not, but let's see what goes on there. I really hope that's complete bullshit. We've got Dishon Bernard is going to be joining Championship side Hull on a season-long loan. Okay, that's exciting. That's good for him. He's a leech, says Gary. He's a complete leech, man. I'm even putting swear words up on the screen. That's left me. Look, Pogba's not toxic. His agent is toxic. Unfortunately, you're guilty by association in this regards. If he's your agent and you keep him as your agent, you could sack him. You know, was it Marcus Rashford was represented by Rock Nation with Jay-Z, and I think he got rid of them. But Paul Pogba going to look. Fact of the matter is no player will join Liverpool from Manchester United. Gabriel Heinze tried it, the little weasel that he was. Didn't happen. Michael Owen coming the other way, that was hilarious. And him scoring that goal against City and lifting a Premier League trophy, that was hilarious. But he was still a Liverpool player, so United fans never really got along. Nah, man. Pogba's not going Liverpool. Come on. But that's a ridiculous story that came out there, no doubt. That's put me in a bad mood. But never mind, I'm over it. I'm in a good mood again because all of a sudden I've realised we're in a 200,000 gang. I'm saying a big thank you to everyone again. And if you didn't see it earlier, I'll do it again now. Going to do a lovely giveaway as part of a thank you from me to you for helping us get to 200k. Little letter from Patrice Evra. Lovely little bag. I love this game. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Love this bag. And a lovely pink. Too many things in my hand. I love this game hoodie. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Absolutely beautiful. Look, even if you don't wear pink, I'm sure your missus wears pink. And I'm sure that will put you in the good books if you get her a lovely pink hoodie. And it also comes very well presented in a beautiful box like that. What more could you want? All you've got to do is head over to the Discord server. I'll put the Discord channel. I'll put it in the comments there. Join over there. I'll do a giveaway channel on there. All you're going to have to do is drop a like on the picture on there. Exactly the same as we did for the Discord hoodie giveaway. But this one is for a 200,000 giveaway. Hogwash says Mushte, hate Maina. We all hate Mino Raiola. He's an absolute cancer on this club. He really, really is. Ollie Jackson saying, where did Ollie say our business isn't done? I didn't hear that on his presser, but I also wasn't paying 100% attention. It's right here, my friend. Head over to thepeoplesperson.com. You see the full article here explaining about all the transfer business that isn't done yet and also running through our options. And this is what he said yesterday. I'm hopeful that there might be a little more business done by us before the summer window closes. While I'm also mindful that a lot of our squad members underwent great... Oh, look, your wife loves a hoodie. Very nice. Underwent great development on loan last season. That is clearly what has to happen. Quite a few players still need to leave on loan. We've got Anna saying, what are you going to give for the giveaway? How do I enter it? I hate Raiola too. Pogba won't play for another Premier League team. He'll either go to Madrid or Juve. I actually completely agree with you on that part. I don't think he'll join a Premier League rival. I actually think he'll go PSG if he does leave Manchester United. As I said, Anuj, join the Discord server and there'll be a giveaway channel I'll go and create in there. And in there, we'll do the giveaway. And all you got to do is drop a like on the video. I'll explain it more on the video tomorrow, so make sure you join in that one. Let me see what else is going on down here. As always, keep firing in your comments. Keep firing in your super chats. If you really want to help the channel get to 300k, that's what we're aiming for now. Hit the join button down below. So many of you become squad members, and it's great to have you all involved and all in that private channel on Discord, having a good combo on there too. It's less than the price of a pint. Anything that comes from there, I'm putting back into the channel to make it bigger and better. Getting a new video editor to bring in at least 2 videos a week that you've all been missing. Those nice, short, concise, info-packed videos that I haven't been doing really because I don't really have much time because I'm doing the lives. Now I'm going to bring someone in to help me with those. And you've made that happen by becoming squad members. So thank you very much, both on Facebook and on YouTube. Big up to both parts of the community. Got Contrarian saying Raiola brainwashes his clients. As I said, I think you would probably struggle to find a player that is represented by Raiola or has been represented by Raiola that said he did a bad job for them individually. And that he is a very good agent on an individual basis. It's just that he does not give a crap about the club. He does not give a crap about the club. It is what it is. Anuj here saying, have you got a YouTube play button? I have got that. And I've never brought it out. I've kept it hidden, only because I've never really had somewhere to put it. But don't worry, because very soon, hopefully, within the next month, 6 weeks, I'm going to have a new setup, a new studio, and there's going to be a lovely, shiny YouTube play button. You heard it here first, but I can't wait to get that. And again, that's all part of helping the channel get bigger and better, and you're a big part. All of you are a big part of that. Fella with a Stella Raiola looks like a 70s porn star. I would not watch that porn film, even if I was desperate. My word, that would not be fun. Let Pogba go out of Man United even at 50 million. Pogba, I don't know whether Pogba's leaving this summer. It's definitely the biggest question mark that I think we've got. And I think it's definitely the reason why we haven't definitely the reason why we haven't gone out and signed a defensive midfielder just yet. I think it's the biggest question mark, and because of that, it makes it more difficult, in my own opinion. Raiola's just playing the game. He's the king of the game. He's an asshole. No one likes it, but it is what it is. Got stories coming out from Spain here. Actually, from Uruguay. Facundo Pellistri will return to Deportivo Alaves on loan. There are still details that remain before the deal can happen. That is the right thing to do. Pellistri, he's looked exciting in this preseason. Him and Elanga are probably the two players who have caused most excitement. But Pellistri won't get much game time next year. Certainly won't get much game time. We've got Sancho out on the right wing. We've got Martial out on the left. We've got Elanga coming through. He would probably have a bigger priority than he's higher at the pecking order than Pellistri. So another loan spell, I think that's the right thing for him to do. Before I wrap up, make sure you keep leaving your comments in here. Keep sending your super chats and join if you fancy becoming part of the squad, either on Facebook or YouTube. And I'll read a few more of your comments out here before I wrap it up today. Got Jack saying, look, it's a smart move by Mino to get United to panic and offer Pogba more money. As I said, Jack, he's playing the game. He knows how to play the game. It's not good to watch, but it's Paul Pogba and it's Mino Raiola. We've seen it before. That's what happens. Robert, our transfer activity might persuade him to stay, but not to renew his contract. And in that sense, you have to consider, would it not just be smarter for Manchester United to go all out, to commit to next season, to commit to losing Pogba for a free in the hope that we're going to win the Premier League this year? Because if we win the Premier League this year, I don't think Pogba's going anywhere. I think he'd sign a new contract. And I think this is going to be a conversation that Pogba's having inside his own head. If we hadn't assigned Varane and Sancho, it would have been an easy thing for Pogba to just go and leave Manchester United this year. But he now can't just do that very quickly. He's really got to think about it. Got Hisham saying, I missed the short videos. As I said, Hisham, because of all the support everyone's given by joining the squad and becoming a member of the channel, I'm bringing in a video editor to work alongside me, and those short videos are coming back from the start of August, hopefully. So don't worry about that. The lives, I'm enjoying doing the lives. I love the lives. I love the interaction of everybody, but I miss doing those short videos too. And I will be bringing them back. Don't you worry about that, my friend. But let me head back over here. Let me see what the news was. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Mino can do one, says Kieran. Look, Mino can do one, my friend. He needs to get out. Cameron Hussein, aim for the stars, man. Aim for that 1 mil. Let's get to 300,000. Let's get to 300,000 first. But let's aim for that 1 mil, man. Why not? Why not? Let's see what's going on here. Blah, blah, blah. No, never. Ignore that. Look, I'll wrap it up today. We've gone through all the news. We've gone through this. And I want to say one more time, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to every single one of you who subscribed, who stuck with United People's TV. We've made 200K, and now we're on the upward trajectory. 300 is not far away. Let's see what happens this season. Hopefully, we'll hit 300K. We'll win the Premier League. We'll win all the pots. We'll win a quintuple. We'll have a parade in May, and we'll all have a party together. Easy. That's going to happen. Very, very simple. But thank you very much for joining today. Thank you very much for your comments. Thank you very much for all your support. I'll say it one more time before I finish. I'm going to do a giveaway as a thank you to everyone who's helped me get to 200K. Look at that. I love this game box. Isn't that nice? Nice big I love this game box. In there, we've got a little letter from Patrice. We've got an I love this game hoodie. Yes, it's pink, but real men wear pink. We all know that. I love this game. I'm also going to give away a I love this game bag like that. Beautiful. That's all getting given away. Make sure, all you got to do to enter, make sure you head down to the Discord server. I'll leave that in the comments there. There'll be a giveaway channel in there. And inside that, there'll be a picture. Just drop a like on that. I'll explain it more. I know I haven't done it properly today, but I'll explain it more detail. Just make sure you're on that Discord server. That's where you need to be for the giveaway. But thank you very much for joining in today. Big up to every single one of you. Tomorrow's Friday. I've got that Friday feeling today. That's what happens when you hit 200K. Can't wait to see what happens this season. Thank you all very much for joining in. Thank you all for making that happen. Have a great day. And if any sort of transfer news breaks later on, you know exactly where to come. United People's TV. Take it easy, everyone. Have a good day.